welcome to the Barbecue Master. At Barbecue Master, we're going to teach you the basic tricks that you need to know so that you can cook the perfect barbecue every time for your friends, your family, even for yourself. Today, we're going to do the perfect steak. Now, what does that mean? If you ask my nan, it's a burnt piece of steak about this big. If you ask me, it's a nice juicy ribeye with a bone in, cooked medium rare. The middle ground is probably somewhere where you want to be. For most people, they're going to want a steak that's medium rare or medium. So today we've got a couple of nice juicy steaks to cook on our barbie. We've done a little bit of preparation, which we've explained in the text below in the steps and guides to how to do this. But now we're going to get on and fire up our grill. Okay, so we've let our meat come back up to room temperature. You don't want to cook it straight out of the fridge, because if you cook it while it's cold, it shocks the meat, and you'll end up with a dodgy piece of meat later on. So what we've got here, we've just trimmed up our bones, as I said, nice and neat, so that they'll look really nice once we plate them up. We just want to give them here a bit of a brush. Now, I used to use a bit of rosemary here, with a little bit of olive oil there, and we'll just brush that on, just to give it a bit of extra flavour. We don't want too many things here, we're not making a marinade, just got a slightly flavoured oil. So just get that onto there, onto each of your steaks. There we go. Never put your oil straight down on your plate. A little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Show them a little bit of love, get that all nice and in there, and then they're ready to go straight onto our plate. Okay, so we're going to put our steaks down on our plate, which is nice and hot. All we want to do here is give them a good sear, good seal, so you should hear that sizzling sound. Put our board there when we need it later. So once they've had about a minute and a half, should be ready just to flip over. Got nice crust starting to form there. Now we just want to seal them up on the other side. Okay, so once we seal them on the other side, we're then going to move them over to our flame grill here. Now, what we don't want is for a massive flame just to jump up and burn them to a cinder. So we want to make sure this has come up to heat, so the actual grills themselves are nice and warm. And then we're going to just turn the heat down so that we can keep it going, keep the heat to it, but not have a massive fire on our hands. Okay. So this is ready now. Just have a quick look, nice and sealed on that side, and we're just going to put it down onto our hot grill there. You'll get a little bit of flame as a little bit of oil drips off it. Let's move these ones up here to the back. As I said, you just want to make sure that you're not getting a big flame there. You can see we've got a little bit of flame licking up there, but it's not actually getting near the meat, so that should be fine. Now, if you've got a hood on your barbecue, this is a really good time. With a big thick piece of steak like this, you actually close the hood down and just give it a few minutes to almost roast. In a lot of restaurants, you'll see what they call an OP rib, and that's where they actually do what's called oven prepared. So by giving it a little bit of roasting time, it's actually going to cook that meat through to a nice consistency for us. Once that's been going for about 3 minutes, you just want to give it what we call a quarter turn, just so you get those nice grill marks, which we'll see when we flip them over in about a minute's time. And once that's done, again, close your lid down, give it a little bit more roast. Okay, they're ready to be flipped now, so we just want to flip it over. Just give them a couple more minutes, depending on how you like the steaks. This one here at the back's a bit thicker, this one down the front is a little thinner. So depending on how you like your steaks, now we're going for medium on these two, and we'll go for medium rare on this one at the back. So those ones are just about ready to come off. Back on the grill for a few minutes, over here on our plate, and then they'll be ready for serving up. We just give these another brush with our flavoured oil. Ready to finish them up. Okay, they've had about 6 or 7 minutes on either side now. So what we're going to do, we're just going to move them over to our other grill. So over on this side, it hasn't actually been turned on, but all the heat that's been coming out is going to let us rest these now for probably a good 5 minutes, because we want all those juices that have gone into the middle of the meat while it's been cooking to come back out. So we're just going to give those about 5 minutes of rest time. They've been resting now for about a good 5 minutes, so we'll just take them off, put them onto our board, and we are ready to serve. Now you'll see that I've got the foil on the bones there, and if I'll just unwrap this one here, that's protected the bone, so it's nice, clean white bone. It hasn't been burnt around the edges or anything like that. It just gives us a bit of nicer presentation when we get these on the plate inside. So we're cooked to perfection, and now we're ready to go and enjoy our barbecued steaks. That's the perfect barbecue steak with Barbecue Master. And we'll see you on the next episode of Barbecue Master, where we're going to grill sausages without burning them. See you next time.